Welcome back to the Tennessee Frugal Craftsman. Sorry I haven't posted in a while. I have been kind of doing a lot of things and haven't always had the chance to set the camera up, especially when it's dark outside. But this is my entry from the garage into the main house. You'll notice that I've got it set up on blocks down here. I've just got this screwed to the wall. This section will come off, that section will come off. So when we pour the concrete floor down the road, I can just unscrew it from the wall, unscrew the steps, unscrew the two handrails, and just remove them outside. But what I did is I used up my remaining, I had half a sheet of Advantech. So I used that up. I'm just kind of cleaning up material here on the last of the framing and building before we start the mechanical. The deck boards up there are actually the rejects from my interior doors. When I was doing that this past winter, building doors, I had a bunch of stuff that was too crooked or knotty, and I just planed it out and got it out in here for deck boards, which worked out really nicely. They were about 1 3/8 or 1 7/16. I'm trying to clean up this section here. They were stacked there, so I took that stack out. There was bricks, I've used those. I'm going to move this stack of lumber in the garage here. Got to do that coming up. And right now I am running some 2x4s through for the back deck. I'll show you what I'm doing there in a minute. And trying to get rid of that stack. So I want to get that planed out. Don't know whether I'll do it all at once, but probably going to take about 5 hours, 6 hours to do that. The other thing, I have used that deck or that material up pretty much for the deck. And I've got a few oak boards here. All of that material is yet to be used. It's all red oak, so I'm going to use some of that to make handrails and interior shelving and stuff in the main house. So that's been sitting for almost 3 years. Should be good and dry. My bricks are slowly disappearing as well. Used up over half of those easily because I have got a chimney now up through the roof line. I've just got to put the last 7-8 feet on it up above the roof line, but that is to come after I put the shed roof on, and I'll be able to work up off of that shed roof to keep on building. That's kind of what I've been doing here for those of you just joining me. I've been using my decks as a platform to build off. So just let me come around here and get in a little bit better position. So what I did is I just kept building up through a deck level and building the deck and then working off of that and building up. And so I have done all of that. I've scrubbed the deck down, or scrubbed the bricks down with muriatic acid as I went. Got them cleaned up. Let me walk around here. I woke up this morning and went to get dressed, reached down for one of my socks to put it on, and my back, muscle in my back tweaked. It's not the disc or anything. It's muscular. I've had that happen to me probably about 3 or 4 times since I started building. Just turned the wrong way, and so I'm a little stiff this morning or this afternoon. So you can see kind of where I'm up through at the roof line. I have built probably somewhere in the vicinity of, let's see, 5, 15, 20, probably 22 feet. Between 20 and 22 feet of chimney there. And it's all strapped. I've used ties, strapped it to the wall as I went up. Of course, the deck itself will keep it from moving. Deck 1, deck 2, and then the roof. I'll kind of build right in next to it, and that will hold it in place. So that is what I've been doing, and haven't really had a chance to film a lot of that because I'm doing it during the later in the day, and I guess I did work here on Saturday on the chimney, and I've already done a video on the chimney build. So it's a lot of rinse and repeat. But I'm set up here now with the planer, and I'm in the process of running through some 2x4s, because I'll show you what I'm doing here with that lumber that my friend gave me and I milled out late in the summer. I'm actually using that for my handrails and spindles. Originally, I wasn't exactly sure how I wanted to finish this off, but I thought to give some accent to the decks, I would probably go with like a white rails and the slate blue spindles to tie it into the house colors. I'm going to try it here on this deck inside here, see what it looks like. So this is all pine material here that I'm using for handrails, and sorry it's a little dark in here, and these are the spindles that I've cut out and I put a coat on. I think I probably will put another coat on once I put them on, but those are the spindles for that section out there. So I'll bring you along for that a little later, hopefully in the evening when I get set up. It'll be a little darker, but I wanted to at least give you the first part of the video in the daylight, because I set up and run floodlights here and it doesn't film as easily or as nicely as during the day. So that's what I'll come back to. So I will see you in a bit, and we will finish putting a coat of, I think I'll put a second coat of paint on this and get it ready for spindles. So I'll be back. Okay, it's a few days later. I want to finish the video. I want to get these spindles on. So let's do that. All right, the only thing I have left now is to paint the surface. I think I'll paint that blue, slate blue, but you can kind of see, I'm thinking I may do that on my back decks. I'm not sure on the front decks yet, but I think it's going to look all right. It's definitely strong enough. That is a spacing of approximately 3.5 inches. 4 is the max, so it's definitely the code. 36-inch high handrail. Worked out perfectly when I started laying them off of 5-inch centers with the spaces on each end, so that's good. Anyway, appreciate you joining me. I will be doing more work in the coming week. Stay tuned for some more on the back decks and eave work, but until then, as always, you have a great day.